I know you're tired of watching those crazy gym edits and you can edit them because it feels so hard. But you know what? You're wrong. You will learn in 5 minutes what I learned in months. Every single preset will be on the description, especially on my Discord server. So let's start with this unique tutorial. I just gotta say that I did this tutorial like 2 months ago and I didn't really explain it that good. But I hope you guys understand something. If you guys have some doubt, some question, make sure you DM me on my Instagram, on my TikTok, on my Discord, whatever. Everything will be in the description. Alright, so first of all you gotta add your intro. So let's make sure that your composition is like this. This is going to be really easy. You just gotta cut all the clips to make the perfect intro. Remember that you can cut all the clips with Ctrl, Shift and D. What I also do in some specific moment is press P to change the position, to add keyframes. This is when I actually see that someone on the edit is not appearing because of the main resolution of the video, and that means way more attention of the people. Now let's make the zooms. It seems pretty hard, but it's not hard with my method. Stay tuned because this method is the best one that I found. Basically, what you need to do is you gotta add every single clip that you want. It depends on the song, of course, but I usually add like between 8 and 12. If that's not enough, you can actually copy and paste the clips. So don't worry about that. Maybe just do like 8 to 12. So now, when you have all the clips added, you need to select all the clips and cut them into one bit. So you can actually make a sequence with the same timeline on each clip. This almost works for every song, but not always, not gonna lie. If you have a crazy song like goes with crazy timelines, not the same, it would be harder, but you can actually try. So now we're going to add the Twixtor, which make the clips really clean and smooth. What I do is I have a preset of mine that I usually use to paste on every single clip. I will be giving you my free Twixtor on my Discord server, and if you also want a better one, you can pay for it, because we actually teach people how to edit. But yeah, everything is on the description. If you join, you will have free presets to make your edits better. For now, you need to follow my steps. Once I added my preset to my first clip, I adjust the frames to the clip to make it look smoother. When it's low FPS, I usually put like 25 or 29, but you can actually try until it looks like 60 FPS. I also click on these two buttons to make it look smoother. On the left one, I click 2 times to go to that option. On the right one, I just click 1 time. Alright, so after that, you just gotta adjust every clip until you like it, like I did. So now we go with the most beautiful thing, which is the themes. First, you need to go to the effects panel and write to find a plugin so you can add it. Once you add it to the first clip, you need to create a keyframe at the beginning and maybe at like 0.4, or it depends on how much you want the zoom's distance. Then go to the end and add another keyframe and put it into 1. To finish this, you gotta select both keyframes and press F9 so you can actually edit the graph. This graph is really amazing and I'm sharing it with you guys because I feel this is beautiful. So yeah, you just gotta copy my graph. I forgot to say, when you have the graph, you just copy and paste. But remember, if the clips are not the same timeline, it can change the graph. So make sure every single graph on every single clip is good. In my case, they're all the same, so I should not care about that. So as you can see, there's not enough clips. So what I do is select all the clips and copy and paste. That is so simple, and this is the result. So now let's add the text and quality. Let's export the video and you just gotta follow my steps and my settings. This may take too long, it depends on your PC, So now let's use this AI called Topaz to make the quality look better. But yeah, in this case I won't show the settings because these settings are paid. With this I mean, these are my settings, but you gotta pay for it. I also have free settings on the Discord, so yeah, if you actually need to do this, you will find it easily. Alright boys, now what you gotta do is open a new composition. You can actually do it in the same composition if you want, but for me it's easier to make a new one. We just gotta do the text, right? As you can see on the top, you can see a T, which is the text. So you select that option. After that, what you need to do is click on the screen. Then you just write what you need to write, right? So now you just gotta follow my steps. You can see that I actually use that font. And yeah, you can copy everything in there. Also make sure that you align the text. You know, there's a setting that actually allows you to align the text on the screen. Now let's add the 2 effects that I'm gonna give you in the Discord. These effects are called text expansion and text ramp up. Will be on the drive, specifically text effects. Remember that you can press U on your keyboard to be able to edit all the keyframes. So yeah, now you just gotta follow my steps. What I also do is add opacity to make a fade out and make it look better. I added the keyframes, and in the last keyframe you just put 0 opacity. You adjust everything, and this is the first result. So now it's always the same, you just gotta copy and paste every text and change the text. Of course you need to change the timelines, it depends on whoever is talking, on what is happening, and that's it. That is basically how to make text. The most hard thing is adding the text expansion, text ramp up, but anyways I gave you the presets, so it's gonna be really easy for you guys. So what I do now is add an adjustment layer which is gonna have white flash and panning. This is gonna make the zooms looks better, the panning is going to be on the drive, and maybe the white flash. So to finish this edit, what I do is select all the text layers and add the deep glow and drop shadow, which you guys are going to have the preset on the drive. After that, what I do is add a CC to the clip. So this is basically way better if you want your edit go like viral, because it looks really original. Right, so we're at the end of this video. Thank you for watching, guys. If you have any question, you can DM me on Discord, Instagram or TikTok, whatever, which will be on the description. Like and subscribe for more, and if you guys have tutorials, ideas, let me know, and see you guys later.